Hey everyone, in this quick tip, I'll be showing you two different methods on how to change the size of multiple objects with just one click in Vectric software. This handy technique comes from one of our weekly Q&A sessions in our Learn Your CNC Academy live training membership. So if you want to learn more about that, we'll talk about it later. But let's dive into this quick tip. We're going to go to our next question from Dave, and he says, I'm attempting to build a simple screwdriver bit holder. I have made an array of the hex holes, but now I find they are too small to accommodate the hex heads. How can I enlarge each of the hex holes I created in one function? Yes, you can do this, and let's take a look at how that can be done. Let's go and just make a polygon shape to make an example of what he's doing. Let's say he made this shape, and then he said he array copied it. Let's just say we did 12, 12, and we'll just make a small gap between and copy. And that's too much, so we're going to delete some of those, just enough to fill up here. And let's just center all that. So let's say you made all these hexagon shapes and you made a toolpath for it, but later on he decided it needs to be a little bit bigger. So you can do this a couple of ways. You can increase the size of the vectors with one simple solution, or you can also adjust the toolpath. I'll show you both options. Let's get it right to your specific case here. Let me delete all these toolpaths. Let's add a new toolpath with all these shapes. I'm going to go with the pocket toolpath. Let's select a tool. I'll just use a smaller 1/8 inch end mill. And let's just make it a small depth here. Okay, so let's say you created this toolpath for all these shapes for your screwdriver bit holder, and you now found out that it's too small. You need to increase the size of these. One very simple solution to do is go to your pocket toolpath, double click on it, and down here where it says pocket allowance, you can add a number to this to change the size of your shapes and how much they cut. You see, if I turn on the visibility of the toolpath before I add that and switch the 2D view to be a solid view up in the top left corner, you can see this purple area is cutting right to your line. That means it'll cut whatever size you exactly designed it. If we go back to that toolpath and go to the pocket allowance, if you add a positive number, your shapes are going to get smaller. If you add a negative number, they'll get bigger. So let's say we needed to go negative 0.01, makes it just a little bit bigger. Click calculate, take a look at it in the 2D view. You'll see now it goes past your line by whatever distance we set in that pocket allowance. So if you use a negative number, that negative 0.01, it'll go on all sides of your shape. So just keep in mind that'll make it double whatever size you added there. So 0.01 will now make this overall 0.02 bigger. That's going to be the easiest way to adjust these sizes, to run the toolpath again and then test fit those sizes. However, there is another way to do this by changing the vector size instead of just the toolpath. So to do that, what you would do is select all of your shapes, make sure they're all the same size currently, and then go to your scale tool. So in transform objects, you're going to go to the second tool for scaling. And in here, by default, it's going to scale the entire selection. So you'll see once we scale the size, it scales everything together. However, it's hard to control the exact size of each shape. So if I undo that, our next option is scale items individually. If you select that option, now it's telling us the exact size of each individual shape. So if we adjust one of these, it's going to adjust all of them. And if you want to keep them all centered in the same location, which you probably will in your case, click the anchor point to the center. And let's say we want to change the height to 2.6. Once we click apply, make sure X and Y is linked together as well. That'll adjust the X and Y together. And now when we click apply, all of them just got bigger. Same thing if you want to make them all smaller. Let's say we want to make it 1 inch. Click apply, all of them just got smaller. So you can adjust all the shapes together with one tool by doing scale items individually with the scale tool. And now you would just go back to your pocket toolpath, right click on it and click recalculate. And that will recalculate to the new size of your shapes. Just make sure if you had a pocket allowance, you may want to remove that. So you go right to the line. Now if we reset and preview, now you can see we have much smaller shapes. So those are two ways you can do that. Either adjust the size of the vectors with the scale tool, or adjust the pocket allowance directly in the toolpath. I hope these tips helped you out. If you want more valuable tips like this, I would encourage you to join our weekly live Vectric group training community here at Learn Your CNC Academy. You'll get access to 3 live lessons every week, a library of over 200 project lessons with the project files ready to go and cut on your CNC. And we have a supportive community of over 3,000 Vectric users. If you want to learn more, check the link down in the description. Thank you.